to shred some of these really hard maps.
Yeah, for sure. And we get into the number 1 Tsundere Sam map. Let's go, bro. Can't wait to see this.
From what I've seen of this map, it's fairly consistent throughout. Not really super spiky. I know last week's Nomod 1 did have a bit of a spike like near the last quarter of the map. This one, just rough all the way through.
And the length being 4 minutes, you know, I'm assuming with what you said, this is probably just like a consistency battle compared to last week's Nomad 1 where it was just kind of like a diss spike in the middle, but a little bit consistent here and there. Damn.
You can't relax for a second on this. Like even the easier sections we were just watching are still rough.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck if you're an aim tensor. 4 minutes of just full screen jumps. Oh, that's rough.
Some of these patterns do get pretty like sharp and a little bit awkward as well.
Yeah, for sure. I think compared to last week's Nomad 1, this is probably just this seems like a big jump.
Well, all I'll say is just don't pay too much attention to the star rating of Nomad 4 when we get there.
Oh boy. Yeah, these jump sections actually just didn't let go. This reminds me of his other map, Sakura no Uta, if you've been following the Tsundere mapping scene. Just pretty much the same style with the key eyes. I wonder if we'll see the same with the ending.
Is that square?
Oh, that's a pattern. What is that, bro? Yeah, it just doesn't let go. I mean, look at these jumps. Like, imagine playing these jumps with that kind of pressure in the quarterfinals.
What's kind of crazy about this pool is how much harder it seems on some of these maps, but then like no one's been eliminated yet. We still have like all 16 players having to play this.
Yeah, for sure. Like, damn. Hello, Grandy Senpai. Welcome to the mapping scene. Look at these jumps. Yeah, we kind of got good playtesters. He hit that entire ki.
Is this like one miss so far?
I believe so. But yeah, I would be scared playing this against Paolo or any of like Kloppet or any of the AIM players, because this is kind of their play zone, bro. This is their like, this is their ground. Now we move on to the Nomad 2. Now, if you did play ANZT or been watching ANZT, you would know that this was the gimmick 2 in ANZT with barrel roll and depth. We are now seeing it again in the Oceanic Cup as the Nomad 2.
This should hopefully be a very appreciated map, because I do remember seeing a bit of feedback that like the Nomad 2s were a bit on the faster side and not really testing stream. This is a bit of a drop down. We're back to 210, which for these players should be fairly comfortable if you're a stream player. It's going to be more about those space streams and the consistency throughout them.
Yes, just this map is, I believe, just your generic Nomad 2. You know, just streams testing consistency throughout for 3 minutes.
little bit of free combo here.
Indeed, I believe these KIs are actually very rough, especially with nerves. Like,
100.
you can see a few chain misses in matches for sure. Look at how spaced these streams get.
That pattern looks really rough. I feel like some of these start and stops where like the last note is right on top of the next string is just going to catch someone off when they're really nervous.
Yeah, 100%. The main thing with nerves in tournaments is that people tend to under aim when they're nervous, so you could probably see some chain misses here and there. But these are very chain missable patterns. Either way, nothing too special about this. Just a generic No 1-2. What more could you have wanted? For sure.
If no mod 2 players aren't happy after that, I don't know what'll make them happy.
WFC from A's trying.
WFC. As generic as you can get.
And we move on to the number 3, another Azer Tyrant FC Wrightson map. Our old pick for the week.
Oh, that's an evil pattern.
A bit more active than last week's Nemo 3, I guess. Like last week's Nemo 3 was kind of just like key eyes here and there, but this one's just tough throughout, you know. It's pretty much active throughout the whole map.
That wiggle?
Damn, that's
People
spacing.
are missing on those.
Yeah, 100%.
This map is not short either, it's almost 4 minutes.
Yeah, good luck if you're Haley and versing people like Drox on this, because this is rough. Some rough 150 BPM in the quarterfinals.
Last night 400 combo was not too bad, honestly. Probably a lot of pressure to FC that first half just so you can get to that easier section.
And someone is missing in that pattern in match, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. That looked insane. Imagine that with nerves.
You're just not hitting it.
100%. Like look at our playtest. He just FC'd the number 2.
What was that?
Oh no!
Do we hate the players? Why did we pull that?
Oh damn. The old map. Looks fun, honestly. This is a power special.
That's a sick map.
Yeah, it looks very fun, honestly. And now we're moving on to our No Mod 4. Our first custom of the quarterfinals map pool. Second
you are
warning by
familiar with.
Fairy. And who playtested this? I don't know. Who is that?
Who was that?
Who is the person that playtested this, guys? I have no idea.
Now look, just don't look at the star rating. That's all I'll say. I'm pretty sure last week's No Mod 4 was like 6.4 stars or something.
So pretty much a star jump. I guess last week was a little slider heavy.
Yeah,
Maybe this one's a bit more mechanical.
Kind of hard to rate on star rating, but this is still a monster of a map.
What is the storyboard? Why is it? What? It's making me dizzy.
My bad. The custom maps can't be rendered where I normally do it, so I have to use.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Maybe just force all the players to play like this.
Nah, facts. 0% background dim. Let's get back to the good old days. Yeah, the playtester is SSing. This is kind of crazy, guys. Sorry. Self-blaze. Sorry. Yeah, either way, you know, pretty good tech map, pretty good custom. Thank you, Fairy, for making the map for the Oceanic Cup. How did you miss there, bro?
Bit of an unconventional miss.
Yo, can this playtester stop missing?
The aim on this section's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah, a bit of a rough ending. Like, it's very easy to miss on, but I believe we'll be seeing some act drops on this ending in match for some players. Maybe.
It's literally jumping between like all four corners every like 5 minutes.
Fire custom. Fire. Thank you, Fairy.
Very appreciated. Super awesome map.
And now we are moving on to No Mod 5. I have no idea what map's gonna come up. I have no idea what this map is, but Toybot map. W. Love Toybot.
I believe this is our speed map of the No Mod pool. I don't think I actually watched the replay though.
256 BPM. Speed players are screaming in joy.
Oh, that is kind of tough.
Oh yeah, this is 8 stars. But it's speed, so just ignore that. It's a little overrated. But I believe this is the first 8-star map to appear in the Oceanic Cup. We use that star rating.
This sort of map
The
feels like...
playtest.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the playtester in chat just said Loki and A map. Is this true? Is this true? It looks kind of speedy to me, bro. I don't even know if I can play this.
I was gonna say, this seems like the kind of thing where if you're not a speed player, you're kind of out of your range to cheese it and like combo with bad act. Some of these streams were a little too long. Last week we had a
This
couple
is kind of
matches like that,
anti-mash.
but yeah, you can't really mash your way through this.
Okay, W playtester just comboing through everything. Oh, and as I said that he misses. Oh man. It looks like a sick map there. Probably will be seeing that picked a lot. And now we're going into No Mod 6. We have
Have fun, guys.
your low AR density. Low AR density, a bit of reading.
This map is kind of a custom. It is a CS 4.3 edit of what was the CS5 map. The map itself isn't custom, but the mapper did make a CS edit for us.
Correct. Damn, is this like Turtle Drive? It kind of reminds me of it. Last week's No Mod 5.
Yeah. How was this in the pool at CS5
Okay.
before?
Yo.
Oh god, they got it nerfed. Oh my god.
This was supposed to be CS5, by the way. Damn. I don't think map's too rough other than these patterns that if you're not too familiar with low AR, you definitely have a high chance to miss on. For sure.
Now this feels like such a jump up from last week's number 6. Someone's missing this.
Sure.
100%.
This is kind of one of those maps where if you're not too familiar with low AR density, then like you're kind of cooked against a player who is familiar with it, you know. So I think this is kind of like less gambly than maybe last week's No Mod 5. If you aren't too familiar with low AR, it's more of a one-sided pick. Now we move on to the hiddens. O slash. Wait, O slash map? Wait,
Oh,
what?
Hold on, pause. O slash?
Wait, is that real?
I think so.
We pulled an O slash map? We did. What?
We did.
Wait, W O slash.
That's an O slash map.
Wait, W Mappool is W O slash. Hello?
This is apparently
I didn't even know he could map.
For SRS2. Not sure what that is.
Dude, I didn't even know O slash could map. W.
My boy can do everything.
I missed O slash. Yeah, these patterns are rough. It kind of reminds me of the hidden one in quarter qualifiers a bit, just a bit higher BPM. Just your generic hidden awkward aim map. But yeah, if you're against a force like Puido or Paler, I would be fearing, bro. On this kind of map.
Honestly, the aim kind of reminds me of the No Mod 1 a bit. I feel like if you're good at this sort of like sometimes gimmicky aim stuff, like Hidden 1 and No Mod 1 are like both there for you this week.
Right. This is kind of just Puido Paler play zone though. Like,
What is that pattern?
Yeah, this is rough if you're versing those players on this. Yeah, WO slash though, this is a very good map. Yeah, not much to say about this map. Just a generic hidden one.
Didn't feel like there were any rest spots in that map at all.
Nails.
Sick map. Awesome replay as well.
Sick. Now we move on to the hidden 2. Wait, wasn't this in Course Ace? I think I remember this map set.
I have no idea. We have the A's
From Course Ace 2020, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm thinking of a different diff. Okay, I'm Blue Rat.
Can confirm, this was CO 2021 Finals, no mod 6.
Damn. Yerk's Pie map in the hidden 2 slot. You already know what you're in for when you see Yerk's Pie. Like, look at these rhythms. Just a very learny hidden 2. Though it is not Air 8, so do not worry, it's Air 9. Yeah, why is the rat blue, bro? Yeah, definitely just a very practice-heavy map. Otherwise, you would get caught off guard by these rhythms, fortunately.
All these patterns are just evil. Actually, kind of insane how fast skill cap is pushed as well. But, like, this was a finals map like 5 years ago, no mod. Now we have it like quarterfinals hidden on top.
Yeah, low-key very surprised how far skill cap was pushed. Like, just imagine seeing these pools in quarterfinals as a 2020 player. I guess that goes for anything. Like, imagine seeing the skill cap in 2020. I mean, the skill cap in 2026 as a 2020 player. Like, I don't know, it's actually insane. Like, this was grand finals in Australia New Zealand tournament 5 years ago, and now it's in the quarterfinals in the Oceanic Cup.
Hidden.
But yeah, this is a very, very awesome map, this Hidden 3. It has been pulled many times if you've been following all the tournaments. Very, very cool map by AK74. I've actually met this guy in real life. AK74, he's so chill. Yeah, if you've seen this map before, you will know how rough this map is. Again, another learning map with these sliders. So if you haven't practiced map too much, you will get caught off by the sliders. Like the playtester has with that slider. Actually, it's Batball. Hello, Maxi. Thank you for playtesting. I believe this is probably one of the hardest maps in the pool because I didn't see anyone ever seeing this map in a match, honestly. Loki, this map is rough, bro. It's rough. I will be very surprised if we see an FC on this.
Especially with nerves, man, like, this is tough.
Yeah, 100%. And one of those maps where it's extremely learny, but at the same time, you don't want to over practice because this is one of the more mind-blockable maps in the pool as well. Since everything is still like geometrical. Like that pattern, someone's gonna miss in that, bro. Like this is the Ki killer. This is the combo killer. This section. Like just look at these sliders, man.
Those hourglass sliders are so evil. Both hidden 2, hidden 3 feel really like learning on this map. Oh, this pool, sorry.
Yo, Batball will go 1000 combo. That's Maxi, by the way, from the Mappooling team, if you're not aware.
Reverse trip?
Wait, didn't he low-key FC the entire hard part? I wasn't even paying attention to that. That's looking crazy. He even FC'd the hard stream. The hardest stream of the map.
Oh, you meant to hit that with nerves.
Yeah, W map. I always love to see this map in Mappoolers, man. It's always a good map to watch in tournament.
Yo, this replay is insane.
W Maxi, bro.
Oh,
And he misses on that. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. On all places he misses there. That's so sad. That's so sad. But hey, W replay, 720k from Batball. Damn. Now we move on to the Hard Rocks, I believe. Yeah,
yep.
Robot Stop Hard Rock 1.
Bit of a longer Hard Rock one here.
Yeah, 5 minutes and 15 seconds, but it is a very well-known map, so hopefully my players won't get too bored playing this, I hope.
Maybe a bit of a welcome change, not being a super stream-heavy Hard Rock one, sorry. Last week's was like purely space streams.
Yeah, this one's more aimey. Kind of similar to the Qualifiers Hard Rock one, maybe a bit harder. A bit more hybrid into the maps with some spaced bursts. This is just consistent all around, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, that's true. I would hope there would be a break in this map for mouse players because the mouse drift would be insane, but actually I do think a secret box is the only mouse player that's qualified, I believe. I'm not sure if there's any other mouse player. But yeah, there's these patterns, you know, evil with nerves if you're not careful enough. Yeah, this map does not let go, bro. Oh man, that miss is sad. Rip.
I hope we see this get picked a lot, honestly. It's a really fun map to watch.
Yeah, 100% be very, very fun to watch and match. I would do think the 5 minutes might stray away a lot of players knowing the Oceanic scene. They do not like long maps.
In saying that, Hard Rock 1 got picked a lot last week.
Yeah, which is I mean, I guess it is just your, you know, generic mechanics flowing map, so it makes sense, but this one's a little bit, maybe slightly more gimmicky with the patterning and sliders, so would still love to see this map get picked a lot more often there. Maybe by players like Psyche. Yeah, W replay, bro. We got some demon playtesters. Yo.
That's the saddest act drop I've ever seen.
Yo, Blue Nation flashbacks. Yeah, W map. Very good Hard Rock 1.
Sick tomb score as well.
Yeah, demon. And that's Robot Stop, and now we're going on to Hard Rock 2.
Now, when I earlier said some maps are really a lot harder than last week, I think this is one of them. Sticking to that super high precision, CS 7.5. This time a nice 3 minutes, a lot more to work with. And it's like almost a whole star rating higher.
Damn. Yeah, I saw, didn't you get like 800k on last week's Hard Rock 2? That was kind of crazy.
Yeah, bro, they saw that and they said, like, we can't be doing it this easy.
Oh.
They just went crazy on the Hard Rock 2.
GG, bro. Hey, at least you still got it, bro. You still got it. Ang still got it. Yeah, this does already look like a scale a lot because I didn't remember last week's Hard Rock 2 having these spaced 1-3s and this spacing on CS 7.5. What was the CS on last week's map? Do you remember?
7.8, like barely harder.
Damn.
You get 0.3 more CS, and in exchange you have to play for like an extra minute at like a star rating drop.
Yeah, that's crazy. This looks more consistent with the spacing, I guess. It is still similar to last week's Hard Rock 2, like with the calm music and, you know, just consistent spacing overall, with some jumps here and there, you know. But yeah, definitely a big jump from last week. So what was the SR of last week's Hard Rock 2? Let me check. Do you remember? It was 6.7 stars. This one is 7.44 stars. So yeah, a little bit of a jump, guys. Just a little bit of a jump, you know.
It is
something a little sneaky.
It is another Chiv map in the Hard Rock 2 slot. The second week in a row. So I think he might be starting a pattern here.
A banger song, by the way. This is nuts, bro. Someone's missing on that, bro. Come on now. That with nerves. Come on now, bro.
After the free
Precision with nerves, bro. Oh my. Like, look at how evil this section is. Last week's 10 on Hard Rock 2 didn't have any of this. This is probably the biggest jump in the pool for a slot. For sure, I think. I don't think it's any other map that has this big of a jump.
Replay F-seeing all of
wow.
that.
Is Wow Willio the GOAT?
Making it look a little too easy.
Will he FC? And he doesn't. My bad, guys. I just wouldn't say anything. We commentator cursing in Mappool showcases now. Come on now, bro. Yeah, sorry, Wow Willio.
Awesome map.
920k though on that map is crazy. Damn.
Awesome score.
Now we move on to Hard Rock 3. Another 3-minute map. Damn, sounds like a little jazz alt. Some chill.
When you almost see it in the start rating.
Yeah, sorry guys. We had a 7.26 star rating map and now a 7.28 star rating map. When you don't see it.
Bit of a switch up from last week's Hard Rock 3. A little more finger control. Last week was super heavy and like being a little faster and just really crazy slathering.
Yeah, this one a bit more ulti and a less techy than the other one, for sure. Yeah, gotta make sure we'll practice some of these maps, otherwise you will get caught off by these quads.
Maybe a controversial opinion. This feels like really hard to act, but probably one of the easiest maps in the pool to combo. And we're probably going to see some of the combo heavy players lean into this where they can.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I probably do agree with you. This is just kind of like a practice heavy map, but once you get the gist of it, it's probably very easy to combo and match, even with nerves. You just need to get used to, you know, that quad rhythm that the map has.
Awesome song though.
Yeah, we love instrumentals. We love jazz. Yeah, this playtester is kind of good. He kind of just FCs everything he gets put into. W replay, WFC. And now I believe we are moving on to the DTs. We
That is
have
right.
Silent Siren. If you are an OG, you would know this map. And again, who playtested this? I don't know who playtested this, guys. No idea. W map. By the way, do not look at the star rating as the main base for this map because this is definitely a lot harder than 7.77 stars. I can tell you that. Wait, never mind the ack. My speed kind of I believe this is an Atkins shred map. Atkins Syntax Puppet shred map. Aw.
Yo, this is kind of fast for a DT1. A few fairly long bursts in here.
Yeah, you know, just a hybrid pick DT1. Some bursts here and there. Bit of a rough TI. But I believe that, you know, the DT players in this tournament, like Atkins, Zintex, Puppet, and a Secret Box, will be having a field day on this. As it is just your pretty much generic DT1 hybrid map. So if you are versing this kind of players, good luck. Oops.
Like spike.
Yeah, this playtester. Yeah, no, this playtester. Yep. We never letting this playtester back in. Now we move on to our second custom, DT2 Siege of Tobruk by Radio Wind.
Oh man, it didn't skip
Our
the
second
intro.
custom of the map. Oh,
Don't worry, guys.
I
Wait,
think
5 more seconds. It's all good. It's all good.
yo, we gotta wait the intro to see the map, guys.
Enjoy the song. Enjoy the song.
Yeah, starting the map, you probably already know what kind of map this will be. You know, kind of like a Sanj KK style kind of map. Something like Crimsonic Dimensions if you've been following that side of the mapping field. Yeah, 225 BPM. Depth streams. Like, look at how long these streams are. You need to have the stamina for this kind of map. Otherwise, it's game over. Yeah, these bursts just do not let go, man.
I'm thinking this is a Sio first event.
Probably. Who was Sayo up against Superior? I think.
Oh wow, that's a matchup.
I think Sayo's up against Superior, so I'm definitely expecting a Sayo ban on Superior.
Yeah, he is.
But hello Atkins, hello Superior, hello Zintex, this is your map. This is a map specifically made for you, I guess. As, you know, it's just 225 depth streams, so if you have the infinite stamina, would just be a field day. Normal day in the office for them. Yeah, just the spring control is just, you know...
There's not even a break.
Just
right?
demon-like. It's just demon-like.
Finally, after a good like minute and a half, your fingers hit a break. Into whatever that pattern is.
Damn. Love DT2. I think our playtester likes DT2. I love DT2. Yo. Just look at these streams, man. Oh, the act drop. Oh, no. We'll probably be seeing a lot of these in match, though, to be honest, because look at how these streams go. Like, it just doesn't let go. It just keeps on going. Yeah, W custom by Radio Wind. You know, shout outs to him.
It's
Appreciate
just straight up unplayable for like some of the players.
Yeah, good luck if you're Sire for this map. I would probably just assume he's banning this against Superior, who was you know, probably one of the best speed players in the tournament.
Awesome map, bro. Thank you for the custom. We do appreciate it.
Yeah, sick map. Very sick map. Now we move on to the DT3. Last A map. 8.2 stars. .300 BPM bursts, you know, just your usual hybrid. I guess it's like similar to last week's DT3, when it's kind of like a little, like pretty much not much aim, but pretty much all the focus is on like the finger control. Kind of high AI reading, I guess, on the 10.3. Honestly, I hope we didn't make the slot too easy, because last week, if you were watching, we had like 7 or 8 FCs on the DT3, and that kind of, I don't know if that says something about how good our players are, or if the map is just too easy.
This is definitely a step up though. If we see 7 or 8 FCs again this week, I'm a little concerned.
Yeah, we might have made it too easy or something, but this is 0.6 stars higher than last week, so I would hope that makes a difference. Hopefully, we'll not be seeing AFCs on the DT3. We like like 6 of those were double FCs in match.
That's the Australia you need for OWC.
Nah, facts. I mean, I guess we are the DT country. After all, we are known as the DT country. Yeah.
A bit of a jump, a bit of a jump.
I believe the Aussies, the DT Aussies will be having a field day with those streams, but good luck if you're not comfortable with 300 BPM. Yeah, sick map. Now we're up DT4, Scub Domino CS6. CS6 DT4. Let me song.
This feels like a big nerves check map. Pulling this out like 5 maps in. If your opponent's a little shaky, this is just gonna kill them.
Yeah, it definitely is a nerves check. I mean, with these patterns, it's very easy to just shake off of them. Especially on a low BPM like this on DT 10.3. Like, it's easy to just misread something and just shake. But if you are comfortable with precision, it should be pretty straightforward for you. Oh my god.
What is that doing there? I really hope that doesn't
Low-key disgusting pattern. I've not. That would be so sad. That would be sad. And now we are moving on to the tiebreaker. TB hype. It's a TB by Mur. You may know this map. However you say that name of the TB. But yeah, sick map from Mur. 5 minutes 40 seconds. Just your tech tiebreaker. So usual. AR 9.7, so not AR 9.4 like last week's tiebreaker. W Mare. A bit more active than last week's tiebreaker, because last week just had key eyes and a lot of slow sections. I believe this one's a little more active.
I'm pretty sure the name of this map is Prune, because that's just a color code, and apparently that color is called Prune.
Damn.
Fun fact.
The more you know. Yo, these patterns look hella missable, by the way. These doubles. Good luck snapping those with nerves. Surely not. It's AR 9.7, so I can play 9.7, I'm sure. He wouldn't know where farm like last week, surely. That would be Demon. Chill 99.46 from Azer. Some chill. Unk still got it, bro.
Unk still got it. crazy. My man's still here test playing just to get cool on.
My fault.
Hold on, this scroll's kind of crazy.
Low key, low key. Yeah, sick map there. A lot of the difficulty is in the snap aim, like Aza said. Sick map by Mir there. Low key. Wait, is this an FC? I can't even tell. Did he miss earlier?
There was a break earlier, but it's an S rank still.
Ah, I see. Damn. Yeah, OWC is calling, bro.
Oh no.
Rip. But W speed check at the end.
We love a speed check at the very end of the tiebreaker.
But yeah, with that should be the quarterfinals Mappool showcase. Thank you everyone for playtesting. Thank you Gala for commentating with me for the Mappool showcase, and yeah, that should be it. And for this week's quarterfinals matchups, we have a secret box versus Osbert, Maybell versus Zintex, Akins versus Puyudo, Paolo versus Cloppet for the winners bracket, and then for the loser bracket, we have Haley versus Drox, Seiki versus Seiku. Oh my god, Saiku versus Emilbus, Sayo versus Superior, and Dub Andy versus Kyujin for this week. So yeah, check out those matches for this weekend, and statistics sheet will be showing in just a bit, I assume. We'll be releasing it. I don't know when that will be, but it should be just in a bit from now.
Yeah,
So,
I'll get on that as soon as we finish stream. So Mappool, bracket, schedule, stats should all be up in the next hour or so.
Yeah, and make sure you do your pick'ems for this week too, for the matches up, to win a year of supporter. And yeah, that should be it.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys all for coming by.
Thank you for watching. Bye.